Your future is not decided by your bank account. It is decided by how you see yourself. History proves this again and again. The richest people in the world were not always rich. Many of them started with nothing. What separated them from everyone else was not luck. It was belief. Today I want to share a story that shows exactly how this works. And I promise by the end of it, you will look at your own life a little differently. In a small town there lived a young man named Sami. Every morning, Sami walked to the same street corner and sat down with an old wooden box. Inside the box were a few packets of biscuits and some bottles of water. He sold these items to people walking by, earning just enough to survive each day. In his mind, that was all he was, a street seller, nothing more. He never imagined his life could look any different. One afternoon, a tall man in a clean gray suit walked past Sami's corner. He stopped, looked at the small wooden box, and then looked at Sami. "How much do you make in a day?" the man asked. Sami shrugged. "Just enough for food, sometimes less." The man crouched down and picked up a bottle of water from the box. "Why only water and biscuits?" he asked. "Why not something people actually need on this street?" Sami frowned. "People need water, they need biscuits." The man smiled gently. "Do they, or do they need what is convenient? Have you ever walked down this street at noon?" Sami shook his head. He never left his spot during the day. The man placed the bottle back in the box. "If you want people to need you, you have to know what they are missing. Right now you are just sitting here hoping someone wants what you have. That is not a business. That is waiting." He stood up, nodded once, and walked away. Sami sat there for a long time after the man left. That night he could not sleep. The words kept repeating in his head. "That is not a business. That is waiting." He thought about his daily routine. Wake up, sit at the corner, wait, sell a little, go home. He had never once asked himself what people actually needed. The next morning, instead of going straight to his usual spot, Sami decided to walk. He walked down the street slowly, really looking at it for the first time. He noticed something. At noon, the street became extremely hot. The sun was direct and harsh. People walking by were sweating, fanning themselves with their hands, looking for shade. But there was no shade anywhere. And there was nothing cold to drink either, just warm bottles sitting in his box all day. An idea began forming in his mind. The next day, Sami did something different. He borrowed a small block of ice from a shop owner he knew, wrapped it in cloth and placed it inside his wooden box, along with his water bottles. By noon, his water bottles were cold. He also brought a large old umbrella from home and set it up over his corner, creating a small patch of shade. Then he waited. The first person who stopped was a tired-looking office worker. He picked up a bottle of water, felt how cold it was, and smiled. "This is exactly what I needed," he said, paying without even asking the price. Throughout the day, more people stopped. Some just to stand in the shade for a moment, some to buy the cold water, some both. By evening, Sami had sold more than he usually sold in 3 days. Word began to spread. "There's a boy on the corner with cold water and shade," people said to each other. Sami started waking up earlier. He found a way to get more ice. He added a second umbrella. He started selling cold juice as well. Within a few weeks, his small wooden box could not hold everything anymore. He found an old cart, fixed its wheels, and turned it into a small stall. People who used to walk past him without looking now stopped specifically to see him. One afternoon, the same man in the gray suit walked by again. He stopped, looking at the cart, the shade, the small crowd of people standing around buying cold drinks. Sami recognized him immediately. "Sir," he said, smiling, "thank you. What you said that day, it changed everything." The man looked around at the small setup with genuine surprise. "What did I say?" he asked. Sami laughed. "You said I was waiting, not running a business. So I stopped waiting. I started looking for what people actually needed." The man nodded slowly, impressed. "And now?" he asked. Sami looked at his small but busy stall, at the people smiling as they drank cold water in the shade. "Now," he said, "I am not just a boy with a box. I am someone who solves a problem. That is a business." The man smiled and said, "That is exactly right." Months later, Sami's small stall had grown into something bigger. He had hired a younger boy from his neighborhood to help him. He had 2 carts now, one on each end of the busy street. People who once ignored him now greeted him by name. But the biggest change was not in his cart, or his earnings, or his stall. It was in how Sami saw himself. He no longer walked to his corner each morning thinking, "I'm a street seller, hoping someone buys something." He walked to his corner thinking, "I am here to solve a problem. Let's see how I can do it better today." Friends, this story is not really about water or ice or umbrellas. It is about perspective. Sami had the same hands, the same corner, the same town the entire time. What changed was the question he asked himself. Before, his question was, "What can I sell?" After, his question became, "What does someone else need?" That single shift in thinking changed everything that came after it. You might be sitting in your own version of that corner right now, going through the same routine, doing the same thing, hoping for a different result. But maybe the problem is not your circumstances. Maybe the problem is the question you have been asking. So today, ask yourself something new. Not, "What do I have?" but "What does someone around me actually need? And how can I be the one who provides it?" Because sometimes, the smallest shift in how you see your situation can completely change where that situation leads. Change your attitude, and your life will follow. If this story gave you something today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more stories that help you improve your mindset, your English, and your life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story.